Alright, so this is just my immediate reaction to UFC 309. Jon Jones finishes Stipe late in the third round, spinning back kick to the body, puts him down pretty bad, and yep. So Stipe, I think my main takeaway from that fight, Stipe looked slow, really slow. Honestly, to me, he looked like Mike Tyson did against Jake Paul. Obviously not to that level, but noticeably slow. Noticeably looked like somebody that should not be in a championship fight. And a lot of what I was hearing from the commentary, Joe Rogan, DC, talking about this is a high-level fight. That was not a high-level fight. It was probably the worst Jon Jones has looked in his entire career. Definitely the worst Stipe has looked in his entire career. And just far from a high-level fight, even at heavyweight. I know this wasn't about Aspinall, but Aspinall would have killed both of these guys within a round. I don't see how he wouldn't have. Especially Stipe even survived a round against Jones on the bottom, on the ground. Tom Aspinall would have submitted him, probably. Yeah, Stipe retires. All he gets is a interview, no video, nothing. Not even a round of applause from the fans, so there goes Stipe. Great career for him. Not very happy about Jon Jones winning, to be honest. But we all expected it. I thought he'd get it done more easily. I thought he would get it done sooner. But at the end of the day, he did have a good finish. Now, the one good thing that came out of this, he didn't retire at the end. He definitely didn't call out Tom Aspinall. If anything, he called out Donald Trump. But he did kind of leave the door open to it. I think he's going to end up demanding something crazy like 10, 20 million from the UFC to fight Tom Aspinall. I hope they do it. I would not be surprised if it never ends up happening. And I think that would be a shame, but I think it's definitely possible. Going on from this, I think it's just going to go silent for a while. I don't think we're going to hear much from the UFC about his possible opponents. They didn't let Tom Aspinall talk. I don't see them letting him talk much in the future. I don't see Jon Jones wanting to talk about the future. He's going to want to talk about this win tonight. So I don't think we're going to be hearing much about Jones Aspinall for now. If we do get it, we'll probably get it sooner rather than later, because Jones knows the older he gets, the harder that fight will be. But man, I'm just not very hopeful about that fight ever happening. I think today probably proved to him just how far behind he is from a young man like Tom Aspinall. But yeah, Jon Jones was landing some good strikes in the boxing, which surprised me, but Stipe was landing too. Nothing crazy. He wasn't throwing much. He looked hesitant. He looked really slow. Stipe's footwork looks bad. Jon Jones' kicks were probably his best, what looked best for him tonight. They were still fast, still sharp. They looked powerful, those leg kicks. I thought a high kick was going to land eventually, but it was that body kick that did it. I would say that's the only weapon he still has that's elite level. The grappling, it's going to work against most heavyweights. It's not going to work against Tom Aspinall. Boxing is not going to hurt Tom Aspinall. If we do see that fight, I think we're going to see a very long, rangy, kick-heavy approach from Jon Jones. But that's what we got tonight. I'll break down the rest of the card tomorrow morning, but for now, Jon Jones beats Stipe Miocic. Pretty non-eventful. Afterwards speech, doesn't retire, doesn't commit to anything. And that's where we're at for now. I'll be back tomorrow with a full card breakdown. Until then, have a good night.